What's up, you guys? Welcome or welcome back. We're gonna do Jay-Z, Beyonce. I want to see like what their reaction was when they seen Jaguar Wright up on Pierce Morgan. I want to know like what the vibes was, what they said to each other. So that's what we're gonna look at today. Everything is alleged. I could be spot on, picking up rumors, or I could just be completely wrong, you guys. I see us a lot of thought criminals in the comments. Y'all got your own perception. Y'all balancing emotion and logic. Y'all open minded. So appreciate that always. And I appreciate y'all for being here. So let's get into it. Um, okay. So show me, what was Beyonce's first thought and feelings when she saw and heard what Jaguar Wright said about she and her husband, Jay-Z. Whew. All right. Show me Beyonce's first initial reaction to what Jaguar said on Pierce Morgan. I guess I'm gonna take that one. Okay. It just kind of flew out. Now, it does show me that there seems obviously there's a familiarity there and that they work together or whomever, maybe Jay just worked with. I don't know about Beyonce, but that has been said. So, I mean, this, their initial reaction was like wanting to fight or fear, like this is my worst nightmare type of vibes. And then sitting there trying to hold composure like they usually do, but trying to figure out like how they were going to respond to this um, without raising too many questions. I feel like on the surface, if anybody says those type of things about anybody, it wouldn't be suspicious, so to speak, that they would want to defend themselves or that they would want to take legal action against that. Um, so on the surface, I don't feel like that's anything. Okay, anything suspicious there. Anybody would respond this way, whether it be true or not. Now, yeah, so they're going back and forth, Jay and Beyonce, about how they should respond. So let's go and dig deeper. And they're both earth signs, Jaguar and Beyonce, Virgo and Taurus. Okay, I only seen a little part of Jaguar's interview. Um, maybe I seen the whole thing. Maybe it wasn't that long, but I only watched it once. Now I don't know if she mentioned children in that, but it is showing me maybe they, if she didn't, maybe they are wondering like if she will. Again, this is like as she is seeing this interview. Now, I'm asking right now first Beyonce's initial reaction. She instantly goes to Jay-Z. So whether that is either or both going into her mind, thinking about how this is more so connected to him and or how he can use his power and influence to take care of the situation, just in general, for this to not be a thing right now or to do damage control. But yeah, she could have. So if she seen it first, then she could have called Jay-Z. Um, or again, if they seen it together, now they're discussing how to respond. But her mind instantly goes to him. And I feel like there's some acknowledgement from allegedly Beyonce that what Jaguar is saying is true. But yeah, so obviously we see that their decision, we already seen in 3D that their decision was to take legal action. And then they also are, you know, blaming Pierce, obviously. They're like, how could he let this happen? Or, let somebody say that and then even whether to directly go after Jaguar or go through Pierce, because which one is going to bring up less um, negative assumptions or feedback, if you will. So if we directly go for Jaguar right off the bat, then people may be going to assume like maybe it's some truth to it. But if we go off the Pierce and his business, then we could just on the surface explain it away as someone saying horrible things about us, and you allowed this on your show, your business, right? So let's see. Now, while Beyonce's name has been brought up for maybe even her own independent nefarious actions, um, it seems like this created a little bit more division between the two, or this is even recognizing that they are on some level separated. Um, because it seems like she puts a lot of blame towards him, like his actions more so are leading them where they're headed or where they seem to be right now because of him. I wonder if Pierce Morgan is also a fire sign. But yeah, so that's her initial reaction. So let's look at Jay-Z. Okay, show me Jay-Z's first initial reaction to seeing Jaguar Wright on Pierce Morgan saying the things that she said about he and his wife Beyonce. Show me Jay-Z's initial reaction to Jaguar Wright's interview on Pierce Morgan, saying the things she said. Anything else? Okay, let's just jump into it. On his side as well, is confirming that he and Beyonce both came to a joint decision, allegedly, on how to handle this with the less damage as possible. So let's see, what is this here? One more. Okay. So obviously, no surprise here, he was definitely stressed. And they were in fear that more people would invite Jaguar on and have her say, interview her as well, and that she may start talking about other things. Obviously, especially with this whole Diddy going on, and people already got their beliefs and speculations when it comes to Jay-Z and his involvement in nefarious actions. Okay, I want to clarify with the different deck on Jay-Z's end. It's also just this constant regret of even ever coming in contact with Jaguar. So I feel like at some point in the past, either intuitively or just someone else had warned Jayz not to get involved with Jaguar for one reason or another. So next, I wanted to ask, how did we get here? Why does Jaguar have such a distaste and a disliking for Jay-Z and Beyonce? Um, Besides the obvious, not many people would like someone that has the traits and has done the things that Jaguar says he has done, right? Any moral person would not enjoy a person like Jay-Z. So besides the obvious from her perspective that she said out loud, how did we get here? How did this beef between Jaguar and Jay-Z begin? Why is there beef between? Okay, so how did we get here? How did Jaguar Wright end up absolutely disliking Jay-Z? So far, it looks like it has something to do with the relationship. Um, I'm perceiving this energy. Well, let's just jump into it before. Show me this energy. Okay. It so far it kind of appears as if I need to look and see when did Jaguar and Jay-Z work together versus when did Beyonce and Jay-Z get together. Because this energy, this feminine energy that I'm perceiving to be Beyonce, could be anybody else, came into the picture and then Jay-Z's focus shifted. So it's almost like I was supposed to be the star or the next star, or you were supposed to put energy into me to help me rise up. So it's coming off like broken promises so far. Um, there's lots of defensive energy against this feminine energy. Um, what is this? It's almost coming off as well like somebody getting rejected. Yeah, it's here twice. Okay, let's dig a little bit deeper. But more so, it is coming off like she didn't get to where she wanted to be. We do have denial and no here. Um, some of this does have a lot to do with things that she has seen or action she perceived a certain way. Um, oh, let's ask. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Here are the top search results.
So they go back as far as 2001, maybe before then. So because I'm asking about when did Jaguar and Jay-Z work together? When did Jay-Z and Beyonce start dating each other?
According to Elle, 2000, Beyonce told 17 that she met Jay-Z when she was 18, but they began dating about a year and a half later, when she was 19 years old. The rapper is 12 years older than his wife. We were friends.
Okay, so they started talking in 2000, or are they saying a year and a half before 2000? That's when they started dating, or after 2000? So this was around the time. I mean, but again, let me look a little bit further on Jaguar and Jay-Z. Okay, so this is lining up for me. So again, they say that's the when they started working together, or that's at least when they performed "Song Cry" in 2001. So we can kind of say it's safe to say maybe a little bit prior to 2001, but in there. Now, Jay-Z and Beyonce, again, they say they began dating in 2001, about a year and a half after they first met in 2000. So I feel like that timeline does go together. I feel like there was competition between Jay-Z or and Jaguar on some level, even if it's just Jaguar's perception of he's dating her, he's helping her, and we kind of came in at the same time, and I'm not getting that same energy in towards my career or whatever. Okay. Just to clarify one more time, I do have the celebrity deck, and Beyonce is in this deck. So I just want to see what comes out if her card comes out. So I just want to know more about this female that I'm perceiving Jaguar had defensive energy toward. These cards are really new, so they super stiff. Who is this female that I perceive Jaguar to have been defensive against when it came to why she doesn't like Jay-Z? Emperor. Tell me more. Tell me more about this female. Three of Swords wanted to come out. It just popped through my fingers like that. But yeah, she felt betrayed on some level when it comes to this other female and Jay-Z and why she disliked him. Yeah, it keeps giving me Four of Wands energy. So her energy, well, I thought that was her on top. But her energy did not come out. But it is showing that it was a new relationship. It's someone that he worked with. Yeah. Okay. So I felt guided to find Beyonce's card, um, and see what was around it. So next to her card here, oof, we do have the Nine of Wands, that defensive energy, and then on top of her is the Lovers and the Ace of Wands. What's behind that? Three of Pentacles. Interesting. Behind there. So I feel like that's enough clarification for me, um, in conjunction with the timeline that we just looked up. So I just gotta ask. Has Jaguar ever had romantic feelings for Jay-Z? Allegedly. Has Jaguar Wright ever had romantic feelings for or towards Jay-Z? Has Jaguar Wright ever had romantic feelings for Jay-Z? Anything else? Okay. Okay, let me dig into this. Let me dig into it. I do see an emotional connection, but let me get into it. The Jaguar have romantic feelings. I do kind of feel like there is some romantic interest, but I feel like she was able maybe to compartmentalize, and maybe she recognized that her attraction to him was maybe just kind of appreciation or something. But let me dig a little bit deeper into it. So before they fell out, I'm getting the energy of like unrequited love. Um, I don't know if they both was trying to run game on each other, but she felt like he was going to change her life, you know? Like this was luck, this was divine timing, if you will, or whatnot. It's just, you know, the obvious assumption of how you would feel if you are, you know, perfecting any craft and you meet somebody and you start working with somebody that can further that, you know. I, for lack of a better term, I want to say meal ticket, so to speak. But this is, I can't believe this is happening. You know what I mean? Um, let's see. How did Jay-Z feel about and towards Jaguar Wright before they fell out? How did Jay-Z feel about and towards Jaguar Wright before they fell out? Okay, so they're showing me an energy of family dynamic on some level. Obviously, they're making money together, so it's a good investment initially. Now it's hidden on money, it's hidden on cooperation, and it's hidden on a partnership. So let's clarify that energy. Tell me more, please, and thank you about how Jay-Z felt about and towards Jaguar Wright before they fell out. How did Jay-Z feel about and towards Jaguar? Show me that energy. Yeah, they like money is good, but it's the flip side. So she may have been giving him problems or been a problem on some level or another before they fell out, right? It's like we're making good money together, but and maybe she came in a time where there was like a, you know, for example, one of the songs, maybe if he intended to have somebody else sing on the song or had a certain idea about the song, and maybe that didn't work out for one reason or another, and here she comes and it's like, wow, this is perfect, this is better than I even expected it to be. But all in all, initially I'm seeing this is working out for me right now, financially and business wise. So why, tell me about this cooperation. And what is this? That's a lot. Okay. And I feel like it started becoming more of a problem, or the issue really came about when another relationship started. So even if Jay-Z and Jaguar, you know, was totally business platonic, it still changed the dynamic of their relationship from her point of view. You know, it's coming off like this younger energy. It's coming off like your attention has shifted here. Let's do. Hmm. Y'all, why do I feel like I could be wrong, but why do I feel like either there was unrequited emotional interest here or there was a secret relationship? Like I for some reason I feel that way. I could be wrong. Let me clarify this one more time. Okay, so other than the obvious reasons, does Jay-Z have any does Jay-Z dislike Jaguar Wright for any other reason than the obvious? Does Jay-Z have any other reason to dislike Jaguar Wright other than the obvious? Because also giving mentor vibes, you know. Um, does Jay-Z have any other reason other than the obvious to dislike Jaguar? It's coming off like, from his perception, he feels as though she was doing too much, like she was getting too big headed and maybe not, like she felt like certain rules or things implemented or put in place did not apply to her on some level. Um, maybe she had expectations that, you know, he couldn't match or anything like, or something like that. I don't know if they had some legal situation between the two in the past or if this was threatened on some level or another. But you know, she could have threatened him with things that she knows or things that she's been saying. Um, I feel like there was some interest romantically there, if not possibly on the down low. Like that's the way it's coming off to me. And I could be tripping, yo. Um, let's do this deck again. Um, so yeah, let's do this one more time. Let me turn off this. Okay. Any other reason Jay-Z dislikes Jaguar other than the obvious? But yeah, other than the obvious, I'm not really seeing anything right now, and I'm kind of distracted. I have to turn the phone off. Give me a moment. So yeah, I was doing the finance and business deck, and then the comfort card came out. Um, any other reason other than the obvious, Jay-Z doesn't like Jaguar Wright? Perfection, wisdom. Give up your perfectionism is causing delays in your finances. You will never get ahead if you don't overcome the fear of failure. Any other? Dang, these cars keep falling on the floor. And the one last one is activation. You are activating your soul purpose and receiving gifts, awakening your soul, tapping to your ancestral memory and a wisdom, focusing too much on the material world instead of the spiritual world. So, again, I feel like that's connected to focusing too much on what Jay-Z got going on versus what they're there for. Um, yeah, so I feel like once this other person came into the picture, who I think is Beyonce, um, that's when things really started to go downhill. So let's start getting into that energy. All right, show us what happened between Jaguar Wright and Beyonce for Jaguar to dislike Beyonce. And I would assume that it goes both ways at this point. But what happened between Jaguar Wright and Beyonce? Why is there beef between Jaguar Wright and Beyonce? Why is there beef between Jaguar Wright and, you know what? I'm gonna use a different deck. Okay. Why is there beef between Jaguar Wright and Beyonce? Why is there beef between Jaguar Wright and Beyonce? Okay, so there seems to be some type of betrayal here, showing me a betrayal energy as well. So I wonder if they could have been, so-called friends for a little bit or at some point. Um, hmm. Let's see what these energies are representing. Tell me a little bit more. Yeah, so it's reiterated to me again. Once Beyonce came into the picture or was hanging around more, or that's where Jay-Z's focus was going. That is, yeah. It's coming off like an obsession on some level. So maybe this could be Jaguar thinking that Jay-Z was obsessing over Beyonce, or this could say that Jag was obsessing over the situation or whomever, right? And maybe even on some level, she perceived that Jay-Z was doing this on purpose, putting them in competition. Again, this has something to do with finances as well. Dude, I, I, and maybe this is already known to people or people already speculated that, but I do feel like there was some romantic interest there or something going on there. Um, Tell me about this betrayal, this heartbreak. The marriage, the relationship itself, the all the energy being put into Beyonce and not Jaguar, allegedly. But it is also saying that some of these things that either Jaguar seen or heard added the fuel to the fire and could be masked, used as a mask on some level for why she is really upset. So I'm not taking away from what she's saying about them and how true it is or isn't. I'm just kind of, again, this is my interpretation of what I'm picking up when it comes to why there's an issue between these people. Um, and even maybe even opportunities that Jag thought was going to be for her or were for her. Maybe Beyonce got some of those things. So let's see what else. So before we get a little bit deeper into what Jaguar may or may not have seen and all of that vibes, I want to ask one last question. And I want to know, what was the straw that broke the camel's back when it comes to this beef between Jay-Z, Jaguar specifically, but also Beyonce? Like, what was the, keeps doing like crack the deck, lovers and all of that, but that also could be a choice. What was the straw that broke the camel's back when it comes to the beef between Jaguar Wright, Jay-Z, and Beyonce? What's the straw? What happened? What was the final thing? Seven of Wands. What was the final thing that broke the camel's back between these people? So it was an uphill battle, dealing with each other. And somebody went MIA. Um, MIA. Wasn't that person under Jay-Z's tutelage as well, or whatever you want to call it. What was the straw that broke the camel's back? Okay, y'all give me a second. I'll need to search something. Okay, so MIA came much later, around 2012. So, all right. But yeah, somebody went MIA. Let's see. There is an opportunity on the table here. Show me this. Yeah, it's almost like he started ghosting her or she ghosted him. What is this Ace of Pentacles, though? I feel like it was some type of opportunity that was set and done for Jag, possibly, and it got snatched away from her and given to somebody else. That's the vibes that I'm getting. That's the vibes that I'm getting. No explanation or something like that. Let's. Damn it. Tell me more about what was the end all be all that started this grudge between Jayz and Jaguar Wright? Caution. Use caution when making financial decisions. More going out than coming in. Tell me more about what was the ending between Jaguar and Jayz. Whew. Okay. Yeah, I just feel like his focus went elsewhere. Maybe he was getting more of a bigger head for whatever reason, but also she was getting a bigger head or feeling like her position was compromised. Student, the past. Hmm. Yeah, there was a blessing lined up for her. There was a career opportunity lined up for her. And it got taken away for whatever reason. So let me see. So I couldn't find, of course, the internet is saturated with the current thing between Jag and Jay. So I can't really find nothing right now to where anybody's talking about the incident that caused them not to be working together. So I can't find anything to validate anything I'm currently saying right now. I don't know. But either way, again, we have Planner and Windfall is where we ended. So I feel like, again, I feel like this was maybe something could have happened on the road, but there was something set to take place and then it just was taken away. But let's see. So while, most of us assume that whether Jag is BSing or not, that she may be telling the truth on some level or another about Jay-Z and Beyonce's activities and behavior, right? But y'all remember when so-called R. Kelly and Aaliyah's daughter was out here running around the street and Jaguar was with the fuckery. We all knew that that was not the truth, right? Or we assumed that it wasn't the truth. Um, and we had did a read and it said that she knew that it was BS. I can't remember all the details of that reading, but when you do stuff like that, on top of people already thinking a way about you, it just you don't know when to take the person seriously. So for that reason and many more, we're going to ask, is Jaguar Wright being genuine, honest, and authentic about the story she tells about these celebrities, specifically Jay-Z and Beyonce? Are these truths that Jaguar is speaking from her own experience and things that she's heard? Is Jaguar Wright being honest about what she says about Jay-Z and Beyonce? Is this authentic and genuine honesty when it comes to what she says about Jay-Z and Beyonce? We have done some readings on Jay-Z and Beyonce in the past, maybe 3 or 4 between the two. Wasn't too nothing too serious. I don't remember exactly what I said. Some things I did say did happen in terms of rumors and stuff like that. So, but who knows? Maybe I did say something. I don't know. But let's finish this up. Damn. Please do make sure y'all hit the like button. I appreciate that very much. Hmm. Um, let's clarify it a little bit more. I want to use, where are you? Here. Okay, so I do see some of these being truth, maybe not necessarily her truth or something that she maybe witnessed. Although it is hitting very hard on the children abuse here. But I am also seeing some deception here. So let's clarify it some more. Just one or two. Is Jaguar Wright being honest about things she's saying about Jay-Z and Beyonce? Is she being genuine? And so she's telling the truth, but I feel there's a lack of genuineness on some level. Only because there are underlying energies here, other reasons why she's upset besides the nefarious actions. Anything else? Is she being honest? Hmm. So yeah, I guess I'll leave it at that. Let me think about if there's anything else I want to ask before we end it. Why does Jay-Z and Beyonce think Jaguar Wright is saying these things about them? What is their perception on Jaguar Wright's intentions on saying the things that they are saying? Why do they think she's doing this? Why does Jay-Z and Beyonce think that Jaguar Wright is saying these things about them? Whew, okay, so they could feel like, because again, I'm picking up that ghosting energy. It's also looking like they think it's because of financial reason. They also think about it's about a relationship. But let's see if anything else comes out, and we will clarify. Maybe they weren't returning her phone calls, or he wasn't returning the phone calls at some point in time. It's coming off like that as well. More with that MIA hermit energy. They could feel like she got kicked out the inner circle, for lack of a better term, and that's the reason why as well. None of these are my thoughts and feelings. I'm just pulling cards as a reminder, and everything is alleged. Why the Fool? I'm just looking from their perception. Yeah, it's just like they think that she's doing this because she is, wasn't getting her way. And they are saying, again, just their perception, doesn't mean it's true or not, that she is salty about a connection or a relationship. Okay. Um, uh, they also feel like maybe she tried to extort them, or maybe that's her intention. Um, okay. Let's clarify that a little bit more. Yeah, that loneliness energy keeps coming. See, that's what I'm saying. Like they didn't want to deal with her no more. They didn't want to be her friend. That's what they saying. Like if you see friendship change in relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. Loneliness, I know that I'm never alone. Change, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. And friendship, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So back when I was picking up that somebody running game on somebody, like that's the vibes I was getting. I want to say it was on Jaguar side, but it could have been on both sides, or it could just have been on Jay-Z side. But um and I'm not excusing any of these allegations towards Jay-Z and Beyonce, which we will do a separate reading on, but today I just wanted to focus on this. I'm just reading what I'm picking up. Just because somebody calls someone out doesn't make them a good person either. Not saying that she isn't a good person. I don't know Jaguar. Um, and I could be wrong. All this is alleged. I could be off on my interpretation. Um, but so, yeah, let's see. Let's see. Show me sort of a progression of Beyonce's thoughts and feelings towards Jaguar over the years. So when they first met, up until now, show me the vibes. How did Beyonce feel about and towards Jaguar? So we got the Nine of Swords. That is mental stress, somebody get on my nerves type of vibes. And then we have Judgment, Ten of Pentacles. So, maybe she thought that she was all about money. The Ace of Cups is here. It wanted to be in reverse. So, maybe there was no love from Beyonce towards Jaguar from the beginning. Um, uh, mm, okay, well, let's see what else. I like to look at the little details when it comes to this stuff, just to kind of see like the dynamics. Maybe Beyonce felt that Jaguar was jealous, and I could absolutely be getting the energies mixed up. It could be the reverse, but and then I'm gonna ask about Jaguar, and then the final question will be, I'm just saying this for myself. Hopefully, I remember. What can we see next from Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Jaguar when it pertains to each other in this situation? So, show me more about Beyonce's thoughts and feelings towards Jaguar over the years. And maybe this was, a preconceived notion that Beyonce had. Maybe there was people talking about Jaguar around the Hollywood circles, and she's hard to deal with. She's loud. She woo 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 whatever. Um, and it could have been Beyonce's idea or her dropping something in Jay-Z's ear on some level or another. Like, at some point, like maybe we shouldn't be working with her. Like maybe we should cut back on working with her or something. I feel like, and again, no particular timeline, but I do feel like with time there was I'm getting used to you or comfort or kind of like each other or even tolerate it. But like, just as an example, I'm not saying this is what it is. This is an example too, so y'all can get the vibe of how I'm feeling. A part of me feels like, example, say all three of them are like friends. They kicking it on a regular basis. They all hanging out together. But then you start finding out that your two close friends are dealing with each other and they didn't tell you. You know what I mean? But maybe you low key have feelings for a friend and now you feel away because people didn't tell you, um, or you just perceive them being sneaky, or your friend know you like somebody, but you find out they've been dealing with them. That's just an example of the vibes that I'm also getting on some level. But mainly, it's just like once Beyonce came, allegedly, it was like you're not really focusing on me and what we supposed to be doing. So, yeah. Show me a progression of Jaguar Wright's thoughts and feelings towards Beyonce when they first met up until now. Jaguar Wright's thoughts and feelings as a progression about and towards Beyonce throughout the years, from when they met until now. Show me more about Jaguar's. Okay, I guess we just gonna go with that. I'm not gonna push it. They gave us a star. It wanted to be in reverse. So my first initial thoughts would be she wasn't that impressed. You know what I mean? So or it could be the opposite. So we're gonna clarify just to be sure. Tell me more about Jaguar Wrights. It remains the same. Like that's what I'm thinking too. Like it's only one car. She thinks the same way about her from the beginning until now. Tell me more. She wasn't impressed. Um, she's seen her as a threat on some level in terms of, again, where her career will be put on the back burner. She got benched the way she sees it too. That's how I'm perceiving it. Like she got benched. Let's clarify this real quick so we can do our final question. Tell me more about how Jaguar Wright has thought and felt about and towards Beyonce from the beginning to now. The Five of Pentacles. Um, didn't really trust her. Failure, balance. Yeah. Okay. So, final question. What else can we see in the near future between Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Jaguar Wright as it pertains to the current beef, for lack of a better word, that's going on? What can we see next from Jaguar Wright, Beyonce, and Jay-Z when it comes to this particular beef in the near future? What's next? All right, we got that money coming out again. The Ten of Pentacles. Anything else? Okay. Okay. Let's just jump into it. Because I see somebody losing some opportunities. Now, I don't know if this is somebody using their influence to make sure somebody doesn't get any more interviews or you lose some opportunities or something like that. So let's jump in. Show me this. Why? Yeah, somebody's going to be losing some opportunities or somebody's getting some money taken out of their pocket. Wait, it's a card behind there? Um, we might have some more rumors coming up about Beyonce and Jay-Z and their relationship specifically. Or this could just be something that Jaguar says in terms of, I thought I was going to interview here, but turns out I couldn't because of woo. That's just be some she fucking saying. Um, yeah, so we got more rumors about their relationship though. She could be saying something about their relationship. But yeah, mainly I feel like some business deals fall through on some level or another. They could send some legal. I don't know if they already have or not. I'm just only aware of them sending, um, legal notice to Pierce Morgan. But they could send some paperwork to her, or it could be for some reason. I feel like it almost could be vice versa. But yeah, they also could be sending some legal action her way. So let's get one more clarification, and then we gonna head out. I will be back today with Quick's reading for Rich Homie Quan. And I'm going to ask some other questions as well that you guys put in the comments. Anything else we can see? Jay-Z, Beyonce, Jaguar Wright. Purpose, I know what I'm here to do. I use my intuition. I'm going to be in the love. Release negativity, grief, and gratitude. I do see some incoming accusations. And this could be towards Beyonce and Jay-Z, but also I'm picking up energy about Chris Brown. This could be someone else, but this could, yeah. So aside from them, I see accusations towards somebody else, another celebrity, and it has something to do with children. But yeah, this is incoming. It could be Diddy again. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing some more lawsuits coming in towards other celebrities as well. All right, you guys. See y'all next time. Later.